Hey everyone, so today we thought we'd do something a little different and we wanted to talk about our top 3 most underrated Disney movies. We haven't seen all the Disney movies and there's some that we probably will never want to see. Home on the Range. But these are the 3 movies that we love, that we've seen multiple times, and we think everyone should give them a chance. So the first one is
Atlantis, The Lost Empire, or The Lost Movie, whatever comes first.
But let me tell you something that might tempt you, okay? This guy right here is voiced by the one and only Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, ladies and gentlemen, Michael J. Fox, and you can't go wrong with him at all, ever. So, if that didn't tempt you, then I don't know what does.
It came out in 2001. One of the reasons why the movie didn't do as well, I think, in movie theaters is around the same time Pixar was coming out with computer animated movies, and people were kind of pulling back from the hand-drawn movies. And also, and it's kind of a theme that we'll talk about later, is that Disney was trying to get away from the princesses and having more male protagonists, and it just wasn't really working out for them. But it did make a profit in the movie theaters, and they did make a Atlantis 2, Milo's Adventure, or something like that. Yeah. This right here is Princess Kida. She's the legitimate princess of Atlantis that nobody talks about. So, along with the Lost Empire, there's also a Lost Princess right here. And it just never took off, and I don't really understand why. Let us know if you've seen it and you loved it and you don't understand why either, or why you didn't like the movie below. But check it out if you can. I believe you can still buy this movie at the Disney store. It might not be available on Blu-ray yet. So that's this.
Okay, next one is probably the most underrated musical ever because no one talks about it, and I know my friends have never seen it or heard of it, and it would be Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I know, like, it's a pretty dark movie, not gonna lie.
It is a very dark movie.
Pretty dark, but if you you'll appreciate it, I feel like, when you're older.
It's got a lot of religious undertones as well, so it's kind of a turn-off for some people.
Okay, so Alan Menken does the music for this, and he did a really good job with this kind of, like, dark-light duality, this good versus evil, kind of like a good person versus bad person, because in the same song, he'll have Quasimodo singing about Heaven's Light, and then it'll transition right into Frollo's song about Hellfire. And it's just so good how he can take, like, this classical sounding, you know, like pure kind of voice, and then turn it into kind of this, like, sinister, dark kind of song. And he also does things like Quasimodo singing about how he wants to go out there and he wants to be one of the people that he sees because he's locked up in the bell tower. And then at the same time, Frollo is telling him Frollo is telling him not to go out there because people will view him as a monster since he's disfigured or whatever. But I think aside from that, like, aside from the really good songs, because I rock out to the music all the time when I'm driving to work, it's probably an unnatural amount that I rock it out to, but I just love it. So, and there's, like, these bells backing up, like, the soundtrack. It's just so powerful. It's just amazing. It'll just, like, really make you feel, just make you feel like, yeah, this song's awesome. You can do anything. Yeah.
It also has a really good message. It's all about, like, the beauty within and searching within yourself, and you know, he's a really, really good person on the inside, and even Esmeralda kind of looks past that, or his friends look past that, and to really see what a great person he is. And so it kind of reflects, it's kind of turning that like that Beauty and the Beast concept, except now the main character is kind of the beast that you're looking at right now. If you're going to watch it with kids, I would kind of watch it first and see, you can gauge for yourself whether or not you think it's age appropriate.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can say about this. But another great movie. It's available as a dual Blu-ray pack right now for Hunchback of Notre Dame 1 and Hunchback of Notre Dame 2, which is not that great, but 1 is good, so check that out. It's available in stores everywhere.
And the last one.
Dun. And it makes me sad.
Yeah,
like, it's like internally.
We get mind blown at how
it is crazy.
Just so forgotten, and we don't know why, because it's a really good movie. Yeah. And that would be Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet.
And if Michael J. Fox didn't tempt you enough with Atlantis, let me tell you another tidbit. This fine gentleman over here is also voiced by the one and only Joseph Gordon-Levitt, ladies and gentlemen.
Joseph, JGL, guys. You just have to watch it now. I mean, there's no arguing
right?
now.
Sold. Yeah. But, I mean, it's a good coming-of-age story, so if you want... It's really...
It's an excellent movie. Yeah. If you guys don't know anything about the Treasure Island story, basically it's the Treasure Island story vamped into... sci-fi,
like a space odyssey,
space pirate type thing. I mean, space pirates,
basically.
Like JGL and space pirates. Like, do you need to know anything more than that? Yeah. Honestly, you should just leave this video right now and watch it because it's that good. But it's really about like a boy's coming of age. You know, learning about himself, growing up, learning responsibility, kind of out there and becoming a man, basically. And I would just definitely watch it. I think one of the reasons why this didn't do very well, it was released in 2002, was that at the same time it was released near like a November holiday era time period, and that was the same time that Harry Potter: The Chamber of Secrets came out as well, and so Harry Potter demolished
just crushed it.
Demolished this movie, so it actually didn't even make a profit in movie theaters. Like, it honestly is just, it's even more lost than Atlantis. Like, nobody even, really I didn't even know that they had released a Blu-ray 10-year anniversary for this until I googled it like a few days ago, and I was like, what? When did that happen? But we already have the movie, so obviously I wasn't gonna buy another one. But it's available on Amazon if you want to check it out. I definitely recommend it. I think it's a great movie and totally underrated. The most underrated movie, I feel, of all time.
Yeah.
Of all time, but, you know, in
of
this
the
era.
three that we just mentioned, Treasure Planet is probably the one, if you've never seen it, that we would tell you to go watch it. Right.
Excellent.
Get off.
Excellent. Watch it right now.
You're going to think it's like the coolest thing since, like, I don't know, sliced bread.
It's really good for little boys, too.
Yeah, little boys.
You have little boys.
I feel like they'd be really excited about
You're, like, really getting tired of the Cars movies.
Treasure Planet is an excellent one for that.
Excellent.
I guess honorable mention would be
a goofy movie.
We don't have it. It got lost in transit.
We're in like the process of moving, so we don't actually have the movie. We do have the movie,
but we couldn't find it.
Yeah, but
that one's also really kind of like, you know, it's about Max
coming of age.
Yeah,
very similar. I think the trend that you will see in all these movies that we mentioned is like male protagonists coming of age, kind of later near the 2000 era. Actually, I'm not exactly sure when Goofy movie came out, but that one was just, it's a really good movie, and if you've ever gone on any of those awkward family vacations, I feel like you'd really understand what they're coming from in the context, and also if you're like the type of person where like I feel like I love movies with like really strong family bonds and trying family values and a father trying to reconnect with his son. I'm a sucker for those movies. So it's funny, it's warm, it's happy, and it's a good movie.
Really funny movie.
So check it out too if you don't. But Treasure Planet, definitely.
Yeah.
I guess that's it for right now.
We might do like an underrated princess one.
Oh yeah, we were thinking about doing that because Pocahontas.
Yeah, Pocahontas.
That's underrated.
She's totally
Disney princess.
Yeah, and her movie is actually very underrated also. It's unfortunate, but
in the spectrum of things.
Yeah, we'll save that for another day.
Is having the Iron Man Hall of Armor that's going to be available for showing at Innovations at Disneyland, and it's coming out April 13th, and we will be there bright and early in the morning to see that because I am stoked and I freaking love Iron Man and I can't wait for the movie. So we will be doing a review on that as well coming up, and then probably the underrated Disney princesses and Belle. The beautifully Disney Belle line is also coming out soon. So
yeah.
Look forward to those few videos coming up. Thanks for watching.
Bye.